from where does all this perception come sometimes? Well, sometimes it's not judgmental, but it can just appear to be judgmental or appear to be hypocritical. There are cultural differences in media portrayal, personal hurts, and sometimes it is true. So let's take a look at each one of these. Under cultural differences, we're dealing with objective versus subjective truth. So we believe in objective truth and morality in a world that is relativistic. And when we share that truth, it can seem judgmental as well, even if we're trying to help. And then in our culture, disagreement looks like hate. Many Christians are quietly loving and serving without judging at all. When we do see this happen, so oftentimes it gets generalized to the whole Christian community. And then, of course, we have media portrayal, right? Media loves controversy and they love sensationalism. So they prioritize stories that generate strong reactions. And then any protests or activism sometimes gets highlighted, often without context, and and in a way that makes it seem worse than it really is many times. And then when we get into stereotypes in entertainment, which is where they caricaturize Christians and portray them as narrow-minded, hypocritical, uneducated, or overly judgmental, where Christians are rarely seen in a positive light. Then we have social media amplification of things, all right? So any single comment can be shared widely. So any perceived Christian intolerance goes viral. A lot of times people feel like no one knows who they are, so they can be emboldened to say things and make harsher comments than they would if they were talking to that person one on one. And then it allows us to dehumanize, to treat people as objects instead of as humans. And finally, there's underreported good. This should be no surprise to anybody. Good news doesn't sell. So when Christians do call out judgmentalism or hypocrisy in their own ranks, a lot of times it's never reported, which then gives the impression that these things are never getting dealt with.